Yep, there we are.
Recording in progress.
You can, I'll give you a moment before to do it. Okay, I would like to call the meeting of the Southwest Tech Board of Directors for our September meeting to order. It is September 8th, 4:06 p.m. First thing on our agenda is a public comments. Any public comments? See nobody online for the public. I should say online is board members Asher and Tim Kane. All right, seeing none, we'll move on. The consent agenda, we have the minutes from our last full board meeting, which was Monday, August 11th. Could I have a motion, please? Motion. A second? Second from Asher, okay. Any discussion on the minutes? Seeing none, all those in favor of approval of the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Say no, then you're, yep, okay. Abstention from Fran. Any other abstentions? Any nays? Okay, so moved. Payroll warrants, 1,005 and 1,006. So moved, second. Second, thank you. Any discussion on the payroll warrants? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any abstentions? And any nays? Okay, so moved. Vendor warrant, 1,007. Move it. Thank you. Second. By Mr. Sauer. Any questions on the vendor warrants?
Page 16, Stevens and Bennington and says there are 19 buses and 3 vehicles, so I just want to total $1,500. Where do they do that? I've never seen buses down there. I know where they're detailing shop.
Sure, that's a great question. I don't know.
And who makes that decision to get these things detailed out? It's the first time I've seen that out
Sure.
here.
Yeah, that might be a Rebecca
Is
question.
that for the, I can answer it.
Yeah.
We used to use a different service that would do the detailing. We'd have the buses. After so many years, we have them clean them through thoroughly.
Okay.
And Stevens, the place we used to go, no longer does it. So Stevens said they could handle the buses. Tom Haskins is the one that arranges it with them.
Okay,
And I believe it's the same location where the vans were, so they were able to handle our buses in that facility. And a lot of them is like our forestry bus, our auto, or our, not auto, our building trades bus,
Okay.
ones that really get a lot of wear and tear, plus our transportation ones to get them cleaned up once a year.
okay. Now, when they detail them, I'm not trying to be critical, I just want to know what they're doing. On the buses itself, do they sweep them out, they wipe them down? I mean, what do they actually do? You probably don't know at this point. I can talk to Tommy if that's the case.
Right, I mean, you can follow up with Tom, but pretty much they're cleaning them up, but also some of the areas, if we spot some rust, because we've had rust, kind of preventive rust maintenance.
Okay.
So it's things like there's one van that has, you can't see the rust, but it's under the plastic coating of it, but it's rusting in the roof, so things like that.
Well, that makes more sense than the. I mean, I've detailed cars over my lifetime, but anyway, okay, I'm good. Thank you.
Good question. Any other questions? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor of the vendor warrants, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Or any abstentions? So moved. Okay, in your Dropbox or packets, you have the cash flow, revenue, expenses, and the treasury report. Moving along to our committee reports, our only one this month is policy. Tim.
The policy committee has forwarded to the board, 2 items. One is the new policy on hiring and background checks. It's based on a VSBA template. It's something we haven't had before, so, that, is on your, agenda now to be warned and then, approved. Part of that is that we merged a policy that we did have on background checks. Is now covered by this new policy on hiring, so we're asking you to repeal that policy because it's redundant. And next, I should say, next, we're gonna tackle a policy for the use of social media by faculty and administrators. And it's a brand new one and we have no template, so we're getting our next meeting, which is the 25th. We're getting a presentation by Dan and Nicole to get us started on that. And we would certainly invite any of you to come and give your input on use of social media by administrators and faculty. So you'll come if you have experience or curiosity about that.
You know, time on the 25th?
25th at 4. Yeah.
Great. Any questions for policy? Quiet day is my time. All right, thank you. And it seems like our other committees will have a new year starting up. We haven't been having, so great, awesome. All right, Rob's here just in time. We have a workforce and adult ed update. Take it away.
Okay, will do. Well, hi, everybody, again, Rob Bonnie, I oversee workforce and adult technical education here. You have a report in your packet, if you want to take a look at it. Everybody have a copy of this? Yeah. Do you need one back? I'll use yours. You'll use mine, you'll cheat off me. Okay. So we had a very good year last year. The goal for enrollment was exceeded. We did offer some new programs last year. You can see all the programs that we're offering. So LNA was a very, very well enrolled program. We actually offered an additional section of that this year to accommodate demand. CDL continues to be a popular program. We have a picture of one of our recent graduates down there in the bottom right corner. Welding continues to be popular. Intro to welding is what we're offering right now, but we're hoping with some new equipment and space that we've mentioned to you in the past, we're going to be able to expand that. Butchering actually had 6 students, so I have a typo in there. We had 6 students enroll in that this summer, and our tractor continues to be popular for tractor operation and safety class, which we will be running again this fall. So massage, you can see our first graduating class, another picture there in the bottom right. So that was very exciting to graduate those students this past May. And then we had some custom classes, which you can see here as well, that we ran for community or business organizations in the past. So we had pretty much everybody pass their LNA state license exam. Some people needed a second try. That's especially because we have some folks who are new Americans and new to the English language, and so the written exam can be a little challenging for them. We had pretty much everybody except one pass their CDL road test this past year. About 3/4 of the seats in all our in-person classes were filled, which is pretty good, shooting for more like 80% this coming year. And we had over 90% of students complete their in-person programs for training this year. So it's a really great year, and we're hoping to continue that, and the momentum is going really well. Pretty much every program that has started since July 1 has been full or very close to it. So.
Awesome, questions?
Is there any kind of like follow-ups for the graduates? Like if they were to gain employment from status certification or track that at all?
Yeah, no, that's not something we've.
How do I get on video? I need video.
Was it Ken?
Ken, did you call in?
I've been trying for 20 minutes. I have no video. I can hear audio. I just hooked up now, but none of those code words seem to work for me.
Okay, well, we can hear you. Can you hear, you can hear us, right?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I'd like to have video if I could, but I can't seem to get video. I don't know what the problem is. All I got is my keyboard on my phone.
Okay.
That's a phone, I'm switching
Yeah.
on. It's interesting to see.
TJ, that's something,
But,
that's something that I'm working with, Bactia, which is in Vermont Developers Technical Education Association. We're looking to do like more of a statewide survey, for graduates, of our programs, and kind of see where they're at, and also what kind of wage gains they might have earned, that type of thing. So, yeah, that's an area of progress. For me.
So the benefit of doing a statewide is bigger resources.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's a resource issue, right? As opposed to, me trying to get all these people on the phone and email and everything and follow up, which is a pain. Through our association, we have a statewide survey that we're in development on that can give us more than just, hey, what are you doing? Do you have a job, that kind of thing, provides a little bit more detailed information. But it also allows us to better report to the Department of Labor, how our students are doing as well, so. So, yeah, but an area of progress, that they tend to pursue. Thank you.
What, do you have goals for the coming year? How do you follow up on this good year that you had this year?
Sure, yeah, so, the goal will probably stay at 110, total, for enrollment, so I think we got closer to 120 or so. This past year, so, I want it to be something that's, reasonable and achievable, and at the same time, not set the bar too low, so. 110, 120, somewhere in there seems to be a sweet spot, for enrollment. The other issue, with that is I also want to keep the class sizes reasonable, not only for the instructors, but because some of these very hands-on classes, if I enroll too many people, then you're not getting much time, either seat time, on the tractor or hands-on time with the welder or something like that. So I want to make sure that, in keeping class numbers smaller, that people get a lot of hands-on time with what they came here to.
How do they find out about your program? How do you reach out to get students?
Yeah, sure. So for programs like LNA, it's a combination of a lot of things, word of mouth, predominantly. The program's been around for quite a while, so people know about it. A lot of the community stakeholders are aware of that program, but obviously we have the website, and a lot of our local nursing homes are aware of the program too, so they'll refer people to that program. So the website's a big one. I'll use Front Porch Forum. Nicole will put things on Facebook for me. If need be, we have an ad at the movie theater for the massage program, so it varies by program. But I would say word of mouth is predominantly the way folks find out about the program. Somebody tells them, right? A student next door, for instance, that's interested in welding, somebody in the school counseling office will say, hey, they have a welding program next door, you might want to take it. So it's pretty common for word of mouth.
So I just make a comment that you will have an interest in this next policy that we're looking at, so we'd love to hear from you on.
Sure.
On your practice of using social media.
So you're working on a social media policy. Okay. Yep.
Well, I have a question, just a follow up on Tim's, like, when people, mostly word of mouth, do you ask them where they're finding out about the classes, see if like the movie theater ad is worth that?
Yeah,
or
it's
like-
a question on the application that they
Oh,
fill out.
awesome.
How did you hear about
Yeah.
this program? There's about 10 choices plus another at the bottom. So friend, neighbor, relative tends to be a popular one. So
Yeah, good, I'm just curious if what's working, is it Facebook, is it the movie theater for that?
yeah, I mean, it's always been an all the above approach, right? Because, you find one person here, one person there, and two over there, right? And that's really what fills a class. So, when working with industry, they'll say, I would like a particular class, can you get into this? And yeah, we can certainly do that, but you gotta send some of your people. Like, I can find somebody, a couple people for that, but you gotta send some of your people too. I can't just make all these people appear. There's not all these people just walking around anything going, where can I get training? That's not the reality of it. So, so it's a lot of ones and twos here.
All good, anyone else? No? Thanks, Rob.
Okay, sounds good.
Appreciate it.
Come back in a few months and let you know how the fall went.
Enjoy the beautiful afternoon.
I will, thank you. Thanks.
Oh,
Thanks.
solid works. That's a store solid works. Okay, okay. All right, so by the time we get Ken, we'll be done.
Yeah.
So, action items. We are, going to, new policy, it looks like the first warning. Says adopt, but, the first warning of policy 4020C, which is our new hiring policy. So if this is for warning, so if when we approve this for warning, people have comments, questions, suggestions, please bring it back to policy for them to review, and then at our next meeting, we would hopefully adopt it. So, can I have a motion, a second? So, thank you, Fran. Second.
And
Thank you, Tim. All right, any other questions on this particular first warning policy? Great, all right, seeing none. All those in favor say aye.
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 All right.
Any nays? Or abstentions? Great. All right, 4020C is warned. We will hopefully see that next month for adoption. All right, our next one, we're going to repeal this policy and then have a fresh one you guys are gonna make. So this is policy 4080C. We're gonna repeal this. This is for background checks. We're gonna repeal this because it's redundant, as Tim mentioned before. So could I have a motion? Thank you, Fran. Second from Tim. All right, any questions or discussion on this one? And just to reiterate, it's a redundant policy. It's why we are repealing it. So, all right, all those in favor say aye. Aye.
Well,
Excellent. Any nays? Or abstentions? Yeah, great. All right, next on action items, we have a few CTSO advisors. Meg, I'll let you handle that.
So our, CTSO nominations this year, for FBLA, we have Kristen Barrett. She would be the advisor for FBLA. We're bringing her nomination forward. She has been the past FBLA advisor for 5 years, so this will be her 6th year doing that. We received 1 application for that position, and we're asking for you to accept that nomination.
What is FBLA?
So Future Business Leaders of America. So, Ms. Barrett runs the business management program and the accounting and finance program. Yeah.
These are like our extracurricular. Like sport, activities, organizations. Do you want to take them one at a time or you do all?
It's up to you guys, we can do them all.
Do them all.
The next is Eric Bishop for Future Farmers of America. This CTSO, we actually haven't had active in the past 7 years, I would say. So Mr. Bishop would like to bring that back. He currently is our forestry and heavy equipment teacher. And this would be his first year doing that. The next nomination is for Nicholas Delory to be the ProStart advisor. Mr. Delory is the culinary arts instructor. And this would be his 4th year serving as the ProStart advisor. And then the final nomination is for Kathleen Slade to be the HOSA advisor. And Kathy has been, this will be her 7th year serving as the HOSA CTSO advisor.
For purposes of discussion, could I have a motion with second on these nominations? Oh, thank you, second.
Do a second.
Thank
I
you.
got a question on.
Yep, that's fine. Discussion. Question.
So do these all have like the same time frame of what they're gonna do these?
When they go in.
Actually, like start and end, like is it like 2 months for one,
Now, they're sort of all year. Yeah, these are all year positions. So they start with doing statewide conferences and competitions.
Right.
And then students that perform well have the opportunity to then move on to, national competitions. So they really run the whole length of the school year.
And like, I think they have after-school meetings, like FBL,
Yeah.
will have
Yeah.
meetings and things, yeah.
Yep. We did not bring one forward for Skills USA, which is our other CTSO, because we have yet to have anyone apply for that. So,
The meetings tend to be in the school to start the year because we have year
Yeah.
one students in there too, so they're internal and then they start going out to the competitions starting in February and March.
I was wondering because this is a difference in stipend pay
Yeah.
throughout, so I wasn't sure if that was just experience or time worked. As a difference.
Yeah, it goes to, so they're definitely outside of the contract hours when they're doing the after-school activities. Oh, sorry.
it's linked to the
Yeah,
teacher's
the
contract.
teacher's contract, there's an appendix C, and based on appendix C, it identifies what their pay rate is. And that had been determined many, many years ago with based on hours worked, size of the clubs, those kinds of information were gathered. And so it's already it's in the contract, so it's not something we sit and negotiate with each teacher each year. We go by that teacher's contract that's negotiated when the teachers negotiate every 2 to 3 years.
Great. It's Tim.
You didn't tell us my first year on board. What is ProStart and what is HOSA?
Yep, HOSA is like a health organization so it's for the medical profession students. And ProStart is for culinary arts.
So they practice cooking, they follow recipes.
They compete, yeah,
Well,
they compete.
And HOSA, Health Occupation Students of America, is what the letters stand for. And for ProStar, that's actually the curriculum they use within their culinary program as well. So it kind of goes along with the curriculum that takes place in the classroom.
Actually, it's an opportunity for a plug there because some of these organizations, as they go towards their competitions, are looking for what they call authentic judges. So we sometimes will have people come in to watch their presentations as they're trying to prepare for whatever competition they're doing. And it made me think because several of us sat in
Yeah.
last year on one of the ProStart ones, which was a business opportunity. So it was a food truck that these kids had thought up of and what the menu for the food truck was gonna be. And they even had like a small item for like a dog breed that was related to the thing. So it was like, you draw in business and how are you gonna market this to the customer? And it's, they do follow recipes, but it's a lot more than that as well.
Yeah.
I think Tim wants to be on the panel.
Yeah.
I want to be a tester.
Yes, yeah.
John, likes to help out the law enforcement. Great. Any other questions? Sure. Great, all right, we have the motion on the floor to approve these nominations. All those in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Great. Any nays? And any abstentions? So moved, thank you. Superintendent report.
Oh, we're there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do something very techy for me, and I'm gonna share my screen. Whoop. Oh, Dan will be so proud. We got the owl set up without him. Well, Becky really did that, but. Let me get it.
Under your. You do start the presentation. Oh, yeah. Start.
Okay, so every year the Agency of Education comes out with program quality measures, that all of our programs must follow. And so I did a slideshow like I did last year for you guys, just showing what the Agency of Education has stated is the program quality measure and how Southwest Tech is meeting that, by embedding either tier 2 IRCs and or college credits within their curriculum. This is also available in your Dropbox. So you can go and peruse it later. So in accounting and finance, this year, they're doing the test out Microsoft certification along with the QuickBooks Certified Pro Advisor, both are tier 2 IRCs. And they also have office accounting, which is an embedded, college course, 3-credit college course within their program. That program exceeds the AOE program quality measures. Automotive technology has a series of tier 2 IRCs embedded in his curriculum. And if you notice, it's basically, 3 tier 2 IRCs that are required, but you'll see that he has multiple certifications embedded in his curriculum. For building trades, all of the building trades instructors use the National Center for Construction Education and Research curriculum within their program. That curriculum we've actually used before the state required it. But within that curriculum, there's, a series of modules, that the end result is certification in that area for the students. And he definitely exceeds that, those requirements there. Business management, the requirements are 3 college credits plus 1 tier 2 IRC. So she offers introduction to business. Again, it's three CCB credits that students are earning while they're in that program, along with the test out Microsoft certification, which is the tier 2 IRC. For cosmetology, the requirement is that we basically prepare students for their Vermont cosmetology license. And with that, it's not just the curriculum and the practical part of her program. It also means that students need to accrue 1,000 class and lab hours in order to get their state license. So when you think of the 1,000 hours, there's not a whole heck of a lot of other time to be spending on additional certifications. We have looked at adding another certification to her program. Unfortunately, the state couldn't approve it as a tier 2 IRC. The benefit of having the state approve it as a tier 2 IRC is then we can write it into our Perkins grant for any of the supplies or curriculum or testing. Culinary arts, this year they've added an additional college course to their curriculum. So they've added baking theory, and they'll continue to teach the safety and sanitation, culinary foundation, so students can actually graduate from that program with 8 college credits, along with the certificate manager. For forestry and heavy equipment, he'll continue to do game of logging levels 1 through 4, as well as offering the CDL to students that qualify for that. He would like to, let me just go back to forestry. We have talked about adding a college course to his program. Mr. Bishop is still in the teacher prep program, which means any of our teachers that are in the teacher prep program are teaching full-time and going to school at the same time. So it's a lot to take on for a teacher in that position. But I think eventually you'll see that he'll be adding some courses or additional tier 2 IRCs to his program. For graphic arts, professional certificates that she offers in her program. She also added an additional college course to her program, this year. So students that complete the graphic arts program at Southwest Tech can actually leave here with 12 college credits. Which is huge when you calculate the amount of families are. And she's also gotten really good feedback from some of her previous students that, you know, graduated and gone on to college for graphic design. And how they were able to move courses because of what they took here. Human services, the requirement is 3 college credits, but she has opted to add an additional one. So students in the human can graduate 9 credits. This year she's adding introduction to psychology to her curriculum. In that program, they also offer the early childhood pre-apprenticeship program. For law enforcement, last year she met the AOE program quality measures. This year she's opting to add potentially another course to her curriculum for forensic and crime scene investigation. So students in that program could graduate with nine college credits. If she decides not to do the forensic and crime scene investigation, then she's gonna add the EMR, the emergency medical responder, to her curriculum, which is a tier 2 IRC. So she'll still exceed the AOE requirements. For manufacturing and welding, we've offered the 2 welding tier 2 IRCs the last few years, and will continue to offer them. Our instructor isn't certified to test, so he will continue to work with the instructor at Rutland in order for our students to test and get those certifications. He is adding Haas Basic Mill Operator certification to his curriculum this year. For medical professions, she continues to offer the human biology and medical terminology, which meets the AOE requirements. And for video production, much like graphic design, he's added the Adobe Certified Professional tier 2 IRCs to his curriculum. He's also adding the FAA Part 107 pilot certification this year, which is pretty cool for drones. He's continuing to offer the digital filmmaking 1 and 2. So I hope you can see from this that our teachers put a lot of time and effort into their curriculum, and they're consistently thinking about how can we help students, you know, leave here with their best foot forward, the most prepared, and the most challenged too. Because college courses they're not easy, and tier 2 IRC obtainment is not easy either. But it gives you an idea of what is embedded in our curriculum, and you know what is also offered to our students.
Meg, the one that's doing the manufacturing and welding, is he going for certification or no?
Not right now, because he's in the teacher prep program.
Makes sense. Okay.
So, which takes up a lot of time. Any questions? It's all in your Dropbox. You can review it later and dive deeper
It's
into
good to
it.
have it shared so people at home can see
Yeah.
what students
I hope
are
they can
doing.
see it.
Which is, yes. Dan would be proud of you.
You just did stop share. Oh, Becky was right. Good. So. Okay. And then, so some spring and summer highlights, from 2025. This summer we did once again host the new experience camp here, on campus. That's a partnership with the Bennington Police Department. Nicole Sauer collaborates with the police department. This year we hosted them for one day here. And we welcomed 21 campers here on campus. And they had a full day of hands-on exploration at our center. The students rotated through 4 of our programs. One was culinary arts, where they made pizzas from scratch while learning the fundamentals of food preparation. The other program, one of the other programs was building trades, where campers built custom cedar birdhouses, bird feeders, gaining woodworking and tool use experience. Law enforcement was the third program to participate. Students explored policing with interactive activities such as fingerprinting and handcuff techniques. And forestry was our final program, and campers operated tractors and mini excavators, learning about equipment operation and safety. It's been a long-standing partnership with the Bennington Police Department, and it gives us an opportunity to introduce young students to career and tech ed. And actually, I think many of our teachers will say that some of the students that they have in their program were campers at one time, you know. So that was good to have them here. I don't know if you saw on Facebook, but the white Freightliner is all detailed and on the road, and I know Adult Ed has been using it in conjunction with the Big Red, our other Freightliner. But it's working out well. We're excited to have forestry and building trade students, also those students that are eligible for CDL permit to be exposed to the white Freightliner as well. We did receive, if you recall, from the additional allocation that came through from Perkins. Remember, we wrote an amendment to Perkins to secure some equipment, which included the new alignment machine, the Combi electric oven, and the CO2 laser. All of those items are now in-house and set up. The alignment machine and the electric oven, both of those also come with training that the program instructors are working with each company to figure out how to include the students in on the training. So more details about those items will be coming. This fall we'll be securing quotes for that lift that you guys had approved for us to buy in this fiscal year for the building trades program. You had also approved computers for graphic arts. Those have now come in. We do have those in-house. We're looking for additional grant funds to purchase a MIG and a multi-purpose welder. And that would be for manufacturing and welding as well as adult ed. In the Perkins grant for this year, a couple of highlights that we wrote into the grant included things like digital stethoscopes for the medical professions program, as well as a new shampooing station for the cosmetology program. The cosmetology program was approved to be a school of cosmetology, which is great. So our next step with that program is to get approval to provide testing here. That way our students can just test here on site instead of going to another center to test. So
as a group, we're gonna regroup, as a team, to move forward with the welding expansion that we had talked about last year. The beginning of the school year, teachers engaged in, professional development, which, has a focus of literacy this year. We have a great facilitator that came in, on the second day, actually, that teachers were back, to provide a full day of professional development. That trainer will come back 2 more times this school year for full day professional development. And then in addition to that, she will come in 3 times while school is in session so that she can work with teachers in their classrooms. And I think that is all that I have. That was a lot, I know. I'm sorry, John. John's like,
Any questions for Meg? Anything?
Good. Yeah, the chair report.
Chair's report.
At
It
least as long.
it will at least that long, all right. Let me riff for a few minutes. No, it sounds like we're off to a good start at school, so it's very exciting, another school year is underway. And, yeah.
Yeah, I just commented, I'm impressed with the amount of work they're doing on their curriculum.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
Yes.
that's terrific.
it is,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
The one thing I had was, you had, I didn't have a chance to check it, but I had an email for the special
the
meeting,
9th.
the 9th of October. Is a potential meeting that we would have with the touring of the classrooms. I will confirm that with Meg, but it seems like that would be the date, if that is
If that works for.
accommodating to everyone. So check your calendars if you can. And then, yes, yep, and then, there is a. I got an email about it, but I'll just say there's a meeting on September 30th. For a, redistricting, Zoom meeting. I'm doing a bad, let me just trying to pull up what she was saying, you know, the topic. Conversation that guides redistricting at the VSBA regional meeting, September 30th. It's from 5:30 to 7 PM in the evening, it's via Zoom. A little bit of business, and then there'll be a presentation of the school redistricting task force. With a Q&A followed, so, I got that, maybe some of you others did too. And in the email specifically saying that we feel there's a lack of representation from us in the south, as the other board members are from Manchester. So if anyone, I plan to attend, if anyone else wants to attend, I can give you that information too, so just let me know. Via our RGB emails.
Mhm.
Those two. Okay, and the last thing I had was, the Vermont School Board Association's conference is October 29th and 30th. I've always remembered it being at Lake Maury, but this says it's at the Doubletree in Burlington this year, if that changes anyone's mind to go to Burlington instead. So that is a Wednesday and a Thursday, but it seems like most of the conference is on the 30th. With the 29th being training, banquet and things like that, so. I believe if anyone is interested, they can talk to Becky and she can make accommodations for you. For that, so that is the 29th and 30th of October. So. That's all I have. So, dang, I know. How about those Yankees? All right, next is any other business?
I think John.
John has one, all right. Let's do it.
I'm not trying to hit you guys. If you know of anybody that's looking for one of our nice sheds, it'd be great if we could get rid of the ones that we have existing so that we can build some more of them.
Oh, that'd be nice, yeah, just get the old inventory out, yes.
Right.
How can they get in touch with you for the sheds?
Anybody can just call our regular number, the main office number 447-0220. And they're $2,500 at this point, but that may be negotiable if the person wants to.
How big are they? What time?
We have, I think do we still have all six or? We have 8x8, 8x10 and 8x12.
What's it, didn't get you a new show?
Dave, will you deliver?
No, we do not.
Yourself.
We do not.
Do not deliver.
What we should do, maybe so you can disassemble and put them back together somewhere else.
Okay.
We used to, we used to.
No more delivery, let's come here. But that is good to know. Any other business?
Move adjourn.
Okay, I will move, I'm moving for adjournment, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Second.
Second, all right, all those in favor say aye. Aye, all right, no nays. Thank you all, we'll see you next month for our meeting. Oh, sorry,
Just a reminder that next month
Yes.
is a week later because of the holiday.
I was gonna say that, but I knew we adjourned, so it'll be October 20th, next meeting. Thank you, and good night.
Y'all take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, little dude.
Say goodbye, Micah.
Yes, no one cares now.
Recording stopped.
So we're looking for October 9th. October 9th for the special tour, and October 12th regular meeting like this at 4 p.m.